The road in the NBA can be a very unfriendly place, but this group of players showing no fear as they arrive at the arena earlier on. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony. And Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Celtics. They're sixth best right now, looking to make a move up in the standings.
And you know, for Boston, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
But it's something we expected. This team was built to compete with anyone.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. They've got Adams, and it's Terrell in at the three. And for the Celtics, one thing to expect tonight, Richard, a battle on the glass. These are two of the best rebounding teams in the NBA.
It's an aspect of the game we don't talk about enough. If you can control the glass normally, you control the flow.
Here we go. And it's the Suns to start out. There's the pass to Hurd. The dish to Adams. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
Now here's White. Havlicek outside. Outside, White. And the three off target. Here's Terrell, covered by Havlicek. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. That shot wide open.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Havlicek outside. Hurd pulls it in.
A cold start for them. 3 shots, 3 misses. Good thing it's early.
Here's Westphal, and the layup falls. Westphal's got his second basket of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
So it's the Celtics now. The Suns getting the bucket. Passes it to Havlicek. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. It doesn't go for him. Adams, some nice D.
Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Look, that's about as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
Here's Boosie, covered by Havlicek. It's blocked. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Right, the pass to Wicks. Nice ball movement by Boston.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Phoenix leading by 4. Screen by Adams. Here's Boosie inside. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Here's Terrell, covered by Havlicek.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Here is Havlicek after the Suns pick up 2. Pass to White. From beyond the arc. Kept alive by Boston.
Go ahead and just hammer it home, why don't you?
He might not be the athlete that some of the other big men are in this league, but my goodness, he still knows how to finish.
And he might not give you a highlight-worthy dunk anymore, but look, hey, 2 points is 2 points, and the big fella delivered.
Here's Westphal. White covering. Westphal passes to Adams. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Pass to Wiggs. Kicks to White. From outside the arc, they get it back. Cowens, good on the shot. Cowens has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And Cowan is a physical player. He seems to welcome any challenge that D throws at him. Remarkable at scoring, even while getting knocked around.
Phoenix calls timeout.
And here's a look at stats for Adams. Coming off a terrific season and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And we talked about how strong he was on the boards, going hard at it at both ends last year, really helping out his team. The pass to Boucy. Here's Westphal. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
Boston trails by 4. Now White, still yet to score. Pass to Wicks.
Suns foul. Paul Westphal.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
So it's Boston now. Havlicek outside. Nailed from three-point land.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Boosie. Pass to Hurd. Shot clock at 5. Westphal passes to Adams. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Celtics. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
There was a good back and forth between these teams last year. You'd expect it to be a mismatch on paper, but it turned out to be pretty even.
Phoenix with the ball after the basket by Boston. Here's Boosie. A three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Here's White. Terrell pulls it in. The Suns shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. And the Suns miss again. The Celtics have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. To the middle, here's Cowens, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Cowens has got 10 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Screen by Adams. Boosie, the pass to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
There's a good screen from 18 feet away. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Westphal. White covering. Screen by Adams. Here's Boosie. Rob. And here comes White, leading the fast break. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game.
Looking back to last season, he was at about 73%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Well, Richard, you played for 8 different teams so early on. What's it like adapting to a new club? New players, new chemistry, new everything.
Well, 8, man, that is a lot. But look, at the end of the day, the one thing that you learn is that it's just basketball. And the faster you can figure out your teammates in the system, the more success you and your team will have.
And both free throws good for White. Phoenix trails by 3. Here's Westphal. Playing Portland, he was nearly unstoppable. Takes it inside. And Boston with the rebound.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Here's Wicks. The rebound by Westphal. And here are the Suns now. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer. Westphal's got it all tied up now for Phoenix.
He's been in the zone from the tip. 4 of 5 already. Sheesh.
White the pass to Havlicek. Boston again missing. Havlicek's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Pass to Boosie. Down low. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
Phoenix ball.
And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year.
That tells you the kind of strong defense they played last season. It wasn't easy to bring the ball inside against them at all.
Now the pass to Westphal. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Passes it to Perry. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Takes a step back. Pass to Washington. Havlicek with it. Shot clock at 6. Wicks passes to Havlicek. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
There's Lee with the 3. And Boston with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Pass to Washington. Lets it go with the 3. Hands it from downtown. And the Celtics lead by 3.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Now here is Davis. D right on him. The pass to Forrest. There's the 3. Sinks the triple.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Wicks. His last outing, 16 points for him. Feet away. Yes, that goes in. Well, Phoenix shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit freaky out there. Passes it to Lee. Here's Forrest. Outside for Davis. We've got 1:13 left here in the first quarter. Back to Lee. Here's Westphal. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Forrest. Fires the 3. Havlicek with the rebound. Havlicek's got 4 rebounds in this game. He with the block, and he gets it back. And here is Washington. Hasn't made one yet. Here's the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here is Davis. He had 10 points in the win against Portland.
And defensively, he's been all over the place, wreaking havoc and pouncing on a number of steals.
And Boston has possession. The Suns getting the bucket. The tray. That one doesn't go. Phoenix trails by 3. Lee outside. Pass to Perry. His 3-pointer's off the mark. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Boston on top. They lead by 3. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
Get loud, fans. On the court is your Hype Squad.
it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Boston.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And they've also refused to give up on their plays tonight, chasing after their shots and just working hard for second chance points.
Back to Washington. Here's Collins. It's up a three. And it's Washington missing. And for the Suns, Lee out there with Davis. And it's Griffin. And it's Perry in at the 4. And there's the pass to Davis. Puts up a deep three. Rebounded by the Celtics. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. And that game concludes a 5-game homestand. And for the Celtics. And it's Griffin with the rebound. And so Griffin will bring it up for Phoenix. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Here's Adams. Count that one. Adams has got 6. And the Celtics with possession here. Nine feet out. That's good on the jump shot. 52. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Davis, the pass to Adams. Out to Lee. Beyond the arc. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Austin leading by 3 to the paint. Here's Washington. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Washington's got his second bucket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Outside, Davis. Adams sets the pick for Davis. To the inside. And Adams with the slam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Washington. Following the score by Phoenix. Fires for 3. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 8.
Yeah, he's just a confident shooter from a three-point range, even with the D hovering near him.
Davis looking for an opening. Lee outside. Passes to Perry. 6 on the shot clock. Griffin finds Adams. Count it. Adams has got 6 points in the quarter.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Steps back. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Lee outside. And there's the feed to Davis. Out to Lee for the 3. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Great D that time from Davis.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Right wing. There's the triple. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Washington with this screen on Griffin. And the jumper is on the mark. And the Celtics lead by 2.
and his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Pass to Adams. Lee outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Outside, Davis. Takes a three. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far. From the low block. Good on the jump shot.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Lee outside. To the middle. Here's Adams. Rebound Boston. Cowens has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Washington. There's the pick. Lets it go from deep. Good on the triple. Now it's a 7-point Celtic lead.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And a look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, then on Monday.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Boston leading by 7. And the pass to White. It's White on the wing. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Phoenix trails by 7. Davis inside. And just miss after miss right now. The Celtics have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Washington kicks to White. It's hauled in by the Suns. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Here's Boosie. Bird the pass to Boosie. Adams with the screen on White. Here's Boosie. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Boosie's got his second basket of the night.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Pulls up on the wing. That shot off.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Here's Davis. Got it. Good job in the low post. Davis has got his second basket. Boston shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Passes it to Washington. From the wing. Boosie with the rebound. Well, Phoenix shooting 43% from the floor. He kicks to Lee. Pass to Boosie. The 3. And it's Cowens with the rebound. Cowens has got 7 rebounds in the game. White with it. 17 points for him last game against Washington. Count the basket. And the Celtics lead by 4. Now here's Lee. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. The way the league is now, Greg, on any given night, we sometimes see a team fall flat. Is it just Luck of the draw.
Sometimes players are tired, and sometimes they relax. You know, this is why leadership is so vital, setting that standard for others to follow.
This break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season.
You can see the emphasis they put on rebounding. Such a huge part of their game, and one that they didn't ignore.
Pass to Forrest. Just 2 to shoot. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Feeds to Havlicek. Nice ball movement by Boston. Back to White. He dishes it to Havlicek. The 10-footer. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
The pass to Westphal. Releases from 15, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
And he has value in a lot of different areas. But Westphal is at his best simply as a scorer. He can carry a team if he has to.
Now here's White. Here's Havlicek. Terrell pulls it in.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Westphal passes to Terrell. Here's Hurd. Passes it to Terrell.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
The Suns need to get a shot off. Forrest's shot is off. Celtics shooting 47% from the floor since the end of the first quarter. Pass to White. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Second personal foul.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
The line for 2. JoJo White.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for White. Boston making a switch here. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And stolen by White.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
For Boston, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for White. And both free throws good for White.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Here's Forrest. He's coming off a 13-point game against Portland. Over to the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Westphal. Knocks down the 3 ball. Westphal's got the game tied up here for the Suns.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
White, good.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
And 1:01 left now here in the second. Here's Boosie. 5 points in the game. Over to the wing. There's a screen to the wing right side. Fires from deep. Another 3 for Phoenix.
That's his second triple of the quarter and third of the game. Keep building.
Outside, White. Down low, here's Cowens. The kick out to Havlicek. No good on the 3.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
And here are the Suns now. John Havlicek missing from long range. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Personal foul.
The Celtics shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Your Celtics, number 42. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. So he gets them both. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Celtics lead by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Howdy, folks. Time for halftime fun. Woohoo! Before we check out the action at hand, first order of business, the power rankings.
You know, for Phoenix, the season is still young, but they're wasting no time climbing the rankings, making a statement with their early play. These guys are not messing around.
Yeah, technically, early games are just as important as those down the stretch. They're taking that seriously.
Obviously, the bench gave them a big lift. To credit the front office for loading up on scorers. You can never have too many of them.
Yeah, trying to defend them, you really don't know who to take away. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Here's White. Setting the floor for the Suns. They've got Adams, and it's Hurd in at the power forward position.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Phoenix trails by 3. Here's Boosie. Here's the screen. And he can't bank that one in. Boston shooting reasonably well, 45%. Back to Havlicek from deep three-point land. Phoenix grabs the miss. Terrell's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Boosie. Just 5 to shoot. Boy, he just hasn't been able to get his shot to fall.
If they want to come back, he needs to be better.
And there's the pass to White. Here's Wicks. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And I have no clue how he got that one to fall. Pulling some magic in the midair and torturing the defense in the process.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot.
Phoenix trails by 6. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Here's Hurd. And again, it's the Suns missing.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Now, here is Havlicek. Defense right on him. 6 to shoot. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And remember, Havlicek was a highly recruited quarterback, so you see his passing ability on that one.
For Phoenix, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Boosie, the pass to Terrell. Here's Boosie. They need this. It's good from long range. Boosie's got 8 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's White. Phoenix able to drain the 3. Here's Cowens. Adams, some nice D. Phoenix trails by 5. Pass to Westphal. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 12.
Yeah, and all throughout his career, Westphal has been a tremendous creator. Take a look at that feed. He's the kind of teammate everybody would love playing with.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. The feed to White. Inside, Havlicek. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
Here's Terrell. Pass to Hurd. Lets it fly from 18. Adams' shot is off. Celtics leading by 3. Right side, White. Havlicek outside. Boston, no good that time either.
Another miss from him, struggling to find his rhythm.
Here's Boosie, covered by Havlicek. At this break, let's show you the teams that led the league in assists last year.
It was true team basketball we saw out of them. Always willing to work together, no one making himself bigger than the team.
Davis is checked in for Phoenix. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Hey guys, the league has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Pass to her. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Adams, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Phoenix shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Shooting for the Suns, Alvan Adams, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Throw good, Adams. That one is no good. Havlicek the pass to Wills, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
So it's Phoenix now after the basket by Boston. Here's Adams, and the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
Phoenix shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for the Suns, Alvan Adams, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Throw good, Adams. And so Adams nails both of them. So it's the Celtics now. 4-point game. The pass to Cowens. Outside, White. Passes it to Havlicek. Shot clock at 6. And here's White. Puts up a deep 3. Terrell pulls it in. Terrell's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Westphal. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
The Celtics have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Havlicek outside. Goes up from the top of the key. And again, it's Boston converting.
Let's just say this hasn't been his quarter. Yeah, he's shooting 20% in it so far.
Let's a floater go. And it's Westphal missing. Celtics leading by 4. White looking around. They set the screen. Here's Wicks. He's got 7. Shot from the wing. Count that bucket. 10 points for him. And it's Davis with the ball for Phoenix. Adams sets the pick for Davis. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. Misses from short range. The Celtics have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. White left side. Here's Havlicek and another basket for Boston. Phoenix trails by 8. Here's Westphal. 19 points in the game. And it's Davis at the elbow. Free throw line jump shot. And Boston with the rebound. Cowens has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Terrell. Still without a basket. Pass to Davis. Out left to the wing. Here's Westphal. Light covering. 5 to shoot. And Westphal gets it to go. Now Havlicek. 7 points in the game. Celtics passing it around. From about 16. For 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Havlicek's got 10.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Phoenix trails by 11. And here is Davis. They set the pick. Driving to the basket. Softly drops in the floater. 6 points for him.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Boston shooting almost 60% from the field here in the third. They are really feeling it. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Well, players certainly have become comfortable, Richard, asking for trades as it becomes too commonplace.
It doesn't happen too much in general. I just think a lot of times it's the stars, and so it becomes a lot bigger. So if we're going to say players, make sure we point out the stars. But loyalty is a two-way street. I remember Blake Griffin signing a 5-year contract with the Clippers, and the next thing you know, he was traded.
White against Lee. White down low. Over in the corner, Washington. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Lee against White. Pass to Davis. Fades back. Rebound, Boston. Wicks has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Dishes to White. The three. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
On the pass to Ford. Launches a 3. No good. Shot missing. Celtics leading by 12. The dish to White. Pass to Wicks. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Here is Davis after the basket by Boston. Lets it go from 14. And Wicks pulls it down. Wicks has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
To the left wing. Lets it go from 11. Lee against White. Clock at 6. Over Lee. And it's Forrest with the rebound. Forrest has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Now here is Davis. 6 points for him. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Forrest's shot is off. Celtics leading by 14. The 15-footer. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Here's Westfall. And the Suns miss again.
His three-point shooting kind of dried up in the second half. He is yet to make one after knocking down 3 before halftime.
Out to White. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
And it's Davis with the ball for Phoenix. They trail by 14. Lee passes to Perry. There's 37 seconds left in the third. Here's Westfall. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. 23 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Washington. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And so it's Boston with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Phoenix trails by 14. Outside, Scott. Davis, the pass to Adams. Count it! Adams has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Phoenix.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this game.
And for Phoenix, Davis is out there with Lee. Then there's Scott, and it's Adams in at the four-man position. To the left side wing. Pass to Collins. Now, here's Washington. No good from outside. Outside, Davis. From 15 feet away, uses the glass that time, and it's good.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
To the right side. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
First team foul.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
That's been all night long. And also dominating the offensive boards, and that's been winning them a lot of extra looks at the hoop.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. Phoenix trails by 11. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Another miscalculation. They are really their own worst enemy right now. It's why they find themselves way behind.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Nice ball movement by Boston. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. And the three ball is good. And the Celtics lead by 14. The Suns shooting about 42% so far. On the wing, Davis. Now the pass to Ford. 5 on the clock. Davis kicks to Lee. Outside, Scott. This one for 3. No good there.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Passes it to Washington. A 3 ball. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Pass to Adams. Outside, Davis. Sinks the 15-footer. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys build contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Fires the 3. Rebound by the Suns.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Lee. And it's Collins with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
They set the pick. 18 feet out. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
Pass to Forrest. Right side Scott. Kicks to Adams. There's the pass to Lee. 18 feet out. A rebound by Washington.
Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
To the middle, here's Cowens. Passes it to Washington. Good on the three-point shot. Washington's got 9 points now in just the second half.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside, Scott. Pass to Adams. Davis drives in. That one drops for him.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And here's Boston. They're on a 12-4 run. Pass to Washington. To the wing on the left. Takes the three. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Man, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Suns. All right, Richard, with the game on the line, which current player would you choose taking the last shot?
You can't go wrong with Dame time. KD is up there, too, because he can get his shot off from anywhere. But you give me one shot, I'm going to say Klay Thompson.
Releases. Phoenix grabs the miss. Forrest has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. It's stolen. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. Both teams will make substitutions. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Shot from the inbound, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. The pass to Adams. The putback.
Yeah, that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Boston leading by 23. Outside, White. Havlicek outside. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Well, Phoenix shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. Adams sets the pick for Davis. Looking to end the run. The rebound by the Celtics. Wicks has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Outside, White. Passes to Wicks. What do you think of the league's most recent CBA? Greg, that 7-year deal just signed.
Oh, Kevin, the NBA and Players Association both need to be commended. Labor peace through the rest of the decade. Most pro sports don't have this kind of stability.
Number 42.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, so it's both teams making substitutions here. And so he hits both. And for the Suns, they're shooting not great, 40% for the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. A floater. And it's Westfall missing. For Boston, they've gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Out to the wing. The 19-foot shot. Terrell pulls it in. Terrell's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Screen by Adams. Westfall passes to Adams. Stolen by Washington. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries. Here's Westfall. And Greg, while the commissioner might not like player trade requests, Kevin Durant said it's great for the league for players to have that leverage. Where do you stand?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. The main thing is trying to keep those requests in-house. Otherwise, it can be deflating for fans.
Puts up a 3. Boosie with the rebound. Boosie's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Westfall. Pass to Boosie. Shoots from the elbow. A shot off that time. The Celtics have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Sun shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Westfall passes to Terrell. Buries the long-range jumper.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Shoots the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Terrell's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Westfall. Rebound by the Celtics. Washington with it. Goes up on the high post. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night. Well, Phoenix shooting not great. 40% for the game. Here's Terrell. So here's one for you, RJ. Is there anyone in the league right now that reminds you of yourself as a player?
Now, if we're talking about me in my prime, and I hope these players don't get disrespected, but Jaylen Brown and Andrew Wiggins, just the way they play, some of the moves that they make, like I can see myself doing those things.
Out to the right wing.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
The Celtics making a switch here.
Your Celtics, number 27. Kevin, number 27.
Four on the shot clock. From the baseline. Score the basket is 8 for 13 from the floor.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Westfall. Pass to Boosie. Screen by Adams. Shoots from 12. And the Suns tack on 2 more. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Launches it. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
He feeds it to Adams. A rebound by Washington. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Boston.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And the first one at the line is good. We love the fact that the NBA is constantly evolving. Greg, what have you thought of the recent schedule adjustments?
I think the league's done a great job cutting down on the back-to-backs. And also, I like these 2-game, like, baseball-style series we've seen. Limiting travel helps big time.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Well, Phoenix shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. To the wing right side. Here's Forrest. Rebound, Boston.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Three-pointer. Sinks the three-pointer.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Here's Bratz, and he gets it to go. "26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
From past the arc, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now we present the New Balance Player of the Game.
1-1. I'll take that.